Good evening, Mr. Algin Oling. By the way, I am Don Kilipagubo, a grade 11 STEM student, Rubidium. By the way, ang atong topic karon is all about ellipse. So what is an ellipse? An ellipse is a set of all points P1 whose distances from the foci add up certain constant. The point F1 and F2 are called the foci of the ellipses. Example is kani if1 og if2. So there are the components of the ellipse. There are the following components of an ellipse. So first, the line through a foci of an ellipse is called its principal axis. So given example, foci 1 and foci 2. So mo ni siya naglayas dire ang principal axis. So naa dire ang principal axis. So gitawag na siya principal axis. Principal axis. Next is 2 points on the principal axis are called vertices. So asa man na makita ang vertices? So makita ang vertices ari diri 2 points there and here. There we go. Vertex. Vertex and vertex. Next, and the line joining there are called the major axis. Kung asa ang foci 1, foci 2, ang principal axis o ang iyang vertex, naasa dito ang major axis. Muna dako og number, the major axis. So naa diri, major axis. Major axis. Next, we have the midpoint of the major axis is called the center of the ellipse. So which means naa diri ang major axis diri kanito tanan onya ang midpoint niya naa sa center. Mo gitawag og center. So ang center niya naa dinhi. Mo na gitawag og center. Center. Next, we have perpendicular to the principal axis are called the minor axis. So, asa man dihadapit ang naka-perpendicular sa principal axis? So, kani nga line, the vertical line. Muna siya gitawag og minor axis. Okay, minor axis. There you go, the minor axis. Endpoints of the minor axis are called co-vertices. So asa mag endpoint sa minor axis? Kaning duha. Kani o kani. Sorry, nag-isip. Tawag ni siya co-vertices. 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 So, next. And those are the following components of the ellipse. So now, here are the following standard equation of an ellipse. So, if the center 0, 0, the major axis, nabilong na siya, naa na siya, naglies on the horizontal axis. Na siya, horizontal siya. Horizontal. Ana, horizontal. And then, yung equation is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. So, i-note na to nga kaning A o kaning B. Muna pinaka-importante para makakuha ka graph. So, kung saan pa-graph? So, since horizontal ang imong pa-graph, so, that means ani siya pa-horizontal. Pa-straight siya, pa-straight imong ellipse. While, if ever, ang imong center is 0, 0, ang imong major axis is vertical. So that means, ang imong equation nausab. Kay vertical na siya, paana na siya? Vertical. No, paana siya, linya. So vertical. Which means, iyang equation is x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. So, unsa na change niya kung center A o center, kung ang iyang major axis is horizontal o vertical. So, na-change ang iyang denominator. So, B na po ni siya. Ang pikas A. So, kay vertical man, ang padagan sa iyang ellipse nga form, pa-vertical sad. Ana siya, ana. Pa-vertical. Vertical. So, inani siya. Inani siya for mga example. So, kung ang center niya is HK, horizontal na po yung major axis. Horizontal yung major axis. Horizontal. Unya yung equation, kato na pong circle nga form nga x over x minus h squared kani o kaning y minus k squared. So, x minus h squared over 2a a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. So, kung hk yaha, that means ang iyang center whether 0 or dili siya mag-perform nga 0 jud actual nga 0 ang iyang center. So that means ang iyang graph is, di ba wala siya na center? So that means ang iyang center dili ni siya 0. So ani siya nga iyang graph horizontal na pod. Horizontal. Pakuha lang gyapon yung ellipse pa horizontal. Whereas kung HK na po imuha, then vertical na sa imong pamaagi, that means malain na sa imong equation. Di ba? Kung horizontal, imong denominator, A, nya, B. Kung vertical ka, sa iyong rakay mo, kanina po, B, A. Mura dyan yung kalayan, ang B, o ang A, o ang A, o B. Magpuli-puli na sila. So, are, x minus h squared over b squared plus y minus k over a squared equals 1. So, vertical na sa siya. Diba vertical? So, pababag siya, pataas. So, inani na sa diyang graph. Inani yung graph. So, pa-vertical na sa siya, ay yung ellipse. So, note, nga ang kaning A is major axis. Para sa iyo na to, magpangita kung unsa ba, horizontal ba padagan sa imuha, either vertical ba. So, ang A is major, ang B is minor. Para dali na lang kapapangita o pag-define kung ang imong graph whether horizontal ba or vertical. So, and now, let's time to assess. It's assessment time! So now, we're going to find the center, the major axis, the minor axis, the foci, the principal axis, and graph. So first, we need to find center. So the given equation in number 1 is x squared over 9 plus y squared over 25 equals 1. Note na ang pinakadako mo dyan ay major axis. So asin ako 9 and 25. So that means this is A. This is the major axis. While this 9 is gamay. So manito minor axis. So di ba? BA. BA means vertical yung padagan. Vertical. Vertical. Okay, vertical. Sige, ato na siya ibutan din vertical. So which means ang iyang center wala man, so 0, 0. Sorry diri, center. Ari diri yang center. Okay, the center. Here we go. The center. Next, we're going to find the major axis. Since vertical na siya, so ang atong major axis pa-vertical side. So which means ang itong major axis is A. So A squared equals to 25. No. So A equals the square root of 25. So A equals 5. That means ang atong major axis is 5. So vertical man siya, vertical. Okay, vertical. That means pataas, palima. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aripod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, muna niya itong major axis. And then, ang minor axis, so 9. So, B niya, B. So, B squared equals 9. B equals the square root of 9. So, B equals 3. So, nakita na ito itong minor axis. So, minor axis is 3. So, 3 itong minor axis. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now, we need to find the foci. So, now, ang foci dito is the square root of a squared minus b squared. So, let's find out. So, the square root of a squared minus b squared. Mana, a squared minus b squared equals c. Okay. Ang atong a is 25. Okay, let's have 25. Ang atong b, let's have 9. So, c equals the square root of 16. 16, right? So, c is equals to 4. So, 4 ang atong foci. So, that means, naadila itong foci. Kaya naman nila itong major axis, naadila itong principal axis, naadila itong principal axis. Principal axis. Naadin So, di ba 5 man to ang atong major